Hello, this is my first video of a tour. I'm not real sure what I'm doing. Alright, this is my main place where I sleep. That's also my big sorter. This is out the outside of the building there. I'll give you some more views of it. I'm just going down the walkway, and a couple fountains I built, and another front view. I built this outdoor fireplace next to the fountain. Got two fountains, one on each side. I got this outdoor fireplace with some seating and overhang. One on the right is a melon, and that one's a sugar cane. All of this is automatic. Now I've got an automatic wheat farm, villager back there, and slave labor. He's real cheap. That's a world map. We're right dead center, up top, the north of the map. You can see some of the buildings. This is my 8-station dial train station. Doesn't take up much room, and I like the dial. It's only got one red torch that runs it. Now most of my builds are tutorials that I've gotten off of other people, so I'm not taking credit for them. I'll put a link in the bottom. This is my horse stable. That's my skeleton horse. Then I've got a couple other horses. And there's the gate goes up and down with a lever, which is, I think it's kind of fancy. I'm sure other people have it. You walk around here, and I've got all the paths are lit up with torches underneath them and carpet on top. And a lot of glowstone in the center patches where you can see the squares everywhere covered with carpet. And there's another front view. There's the other water fountain. You come down here, I've got a campfire, which is a little noisy, but the realistic look of it is well worth it. Relaxing area out here. We'll go up here to, this building was my first storage building when we started this world, or second one actually. But then over here to the left where we're looking now is, I call it the Walmart. It's a huge, and we'll get a tour of that here in a little bit. Just kind of an overview of it at nighttime. Looks really cool. And then over here, I call this our little Vegas. I think that purple building with all the gates should be named the MGM. We'll move on. We'll get a better detail of this after we go walk around a little bit. Just kind of give you an overview. This is the original town of the villagers, and we've got probably 15 or 20 villagers in here right now. They just keep coming. I put some golems up because being in this area all the time we get zombie raids, and they help protect the villagers. Now we'll go over here to the gold farm. This was the one on the left was built, and then the one on the right, which we took down the left side, it looked like the left, and because we were having troubles with them spawning, they come and go across. They spawn pretty good now if you're in the area. It takes a little bit to throw that lever, the doors open, water comes across. Otherwise it just kills them with the fall. And then everything underneath gets loaded into a train and sent to the big sorter, along with my iron golem farm. And I'll give this just a few minutes for them to realize I'm here, and to show you how fast these little boogers spawn. We've got it where the hoppers take all the loot, so we don't get any loot on our inventory. It goes to the sorter and gets sorted. The swords at the first stage sorter get thrown away so that I don't have to mess with the golden swords, because everybody knows they're junk. So as you can see, they're spawning pretty good. I've had them spawning so fast that it's ridiculous. We use all our tools in there and get the mending to heal up our tools and our armor in that area. Alright, we'll go on up here, and upstairs we got 2 AFK fishers. A friend of mine plays on the server with me here and helped me build all this stuff. Him and his wife will fish at the same time. That way there's 2 of them. And it all drops down into a sorter downstairs so that we don't have to go through it. And that's the sorter there to the bottom. And you can see straight to the left out in the water is another auto fisher. And that was our first one that we made. My friend was the first one fishing, and we liked the book so much we just kept doing it. This is a breeder, an iron golem, and an iron golem way up top. I've got an auto fisher on the front part of it, the sorter there, of course, on the side, and on the other side also. It goes all the way around. Now these guys here, we got 10 or 11 villagers in there. A couple farmers. They pull out the carrots. They have babies. The babies fall off the edge, down in the water, land in the bottom, and keep going. And they end up being funneled to the main village so that they keep breeding. And this is the top. It's just like every other iron golem farm. And we got the one way up top too that's 75 spaces away, I guess. So that it will still function. Come down here. This is the last 3 of these chests are hooked up to a trash can lava. So I throw that lever and it burns the stuff that I don't need or don't want. All the stackable items get sorted and filtered out, and then I can pick them up and put them in a big sorter as I need to. Up here is, this is my auto fisher. This is where I spend most of my time. Right there is where the golems and the villagers fall down. Only the golems get burned up. Then the villagers keep going down this way and then fall down in the hole. And then there's a water tunnel that brings them all the way to the village so that they pop up out of the house. That way we got a constant supply of villagers. I'm not sure who said 50 was a cap for the world, but we've got over 50 in just this area, plus another dozen or so in another village that we shipped over there. So I don't think that's quite accurate. Right, we'll go. That's our mine, our first mine that we dug. And we got the farms, and this is where the villagers come up, is in this house. And there's the stairs. They come up out of the water tunnel and join the rest of their brothers and sisters. Of course, like I said, you'll see a few iron golems around here. There's a first enchanting table. We actually lived out of the town when we first started this world. And so we'll go in here. This is where we had all our stuff stored for a while, and now they're mainly books. Because I do a lot of fishing, and we got a lot of enchantment books. All the single enchantment books are separated, and as you can see, like this is Silk Touch, and they're all in and labeled with a sign, so it makes it easier when you get ready to make a new set of armor. Here's another. This is another one, and this was our first industrial furnace. It was 8 hoppers, and you just put your coal in this one, push it, fills all the hoppers, and the top one keeps running until it's empty with the items to be enchanted. This is our complicated railroad system, where it's coming from this first one on the right here. This is our iron farm, which is what I showed you, and all the iron and poppy get loaded on that train, and then it comes up here in just a second. You'll see it. It takes about 12-15 seconds round trip, and then it's back. And over there, that's the gold, and that one is zombie meat, because I couldn't get the, and that goes to the main sorter, where we're going to go to in a minute. As you can see, it's coming back and forth and unloading. The zombie meat I couldn't get to sort properly, so we keep it over here, and plus we trade with the villagers and stuff, so it's convenient being over here as opposed to the main sorter, especially as much as we get. And let's see, what did I do next? This is our chicken farm over here, and it's real small, and we don't really need the meat, and we just wanted to build one, so we got plenty of fish from the fisher. And we'll go, this is another front view, we'll go in here and I'll give you the tour of the big sorter. This is how you throw it in, and then it'll shoot it up the glass tower and you'll get to see it. This was also, the interior part of this was all designed, and I'll put the link in the deal. There's a YouTube tutorial. This building probably alone took 3 to 4 weeks to build and gather resources. In case I didn't mention it, this whole world is in survival mode. So there is no just wiggle your nose and you get materials. This thing will hold approximately 300 different items. Now granted, I don't have all of the items in the world, but I do have a good head start on it. And these are all the stones. Now these are glass and doors and half slabs. This is all made out of stone and metal on the bottom floor. Now as we go up top, this is all wooden. So then I got all my wooden stairs and half slabs and blocks and fences and gates. And then we'll go to the other side, and we got the doors and the signs and name tags. But the doors, those are all the different wooden doors that you can make, and trap doors. And then you got the regular wooden logs. And every one of these wings has the elevators, automatic elevators, and the tripwire, so that when you walk in, you can watch as the crafting tables pop out of the floor one by one all the way down. And then when you leave, they go back down. This is all dyes, and then you got all the wool carpets, and then all the blocks of different color wool that you can have. Well, I don't have all of them. I think I'm missing 2, and it was just laziness on my part. And these are all mob drops. If it drops off a mob, it goes on this wall. That way it's easier. I'm kind of OCD as far as organizing my stuff. So now we'll go upstairs. Oops, I missed that one. Let me show you how one of these works. This is why I got the blocks of glass, is because it's hard to hit the hole. It does lag in here somewhat. So these are all flowers and pumpkins, melons, different flowers. I don't think I have every flower in the world, but I went and looked up and found a bunch of them as I could. These are all seeds, and so and saplings for the trees, and that's the growing portion. Try to keep it all separated, and then you can watch the chest go back down. And then we come over here, and this is all of my food, and most of it's cooked to start with, and then towards the end you get some of your raw fish and stuff. So, and then a little bit further down here are all my ingredients need to make potions, which in that room there I'll show you the potion deal. These are all my tools and armor, etc., that kind of stuff. And it's all, these aren't The sorter only works on stackable items. Yes, stackable items, but that doesn't mean that you can't store others. Now here we got the nether portal. I like it. It goes up and down with a button. Now this is our industrial furnace, which is 30 furnaces. And it cooks really fast. I'll show you that here in a minute. This is my friend Doc's room. And he's got his armor changer. This is his potion. 8 potions. You dial around and pick what you want. And then you push that button, which I've already made some up. And you can see they're there. Ready to go. So this was a little bit different than the original design. I like this one better. And so I'll grab some raw fish here and show you how this sorter works, or how the industrial furnace works and how fast it works. It's really cool how they light up all at once. So you stick it in this chest, and then you throw the lever, and it'll light up as they get put in there. Isn't that cool? I thought it was. And I'll go over here to the box, and you can see I've got some stuff in there already, but watch how fast they start flowing in here. They just boom, 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 and they just keep going. So I think that is pretty cool how you can do so many so fast. And the other chest next to it is for the coal, so you add coal to that, throw the lever, and it puts it all in the hoppers. So everything's automatic. See if I can hit the hole again. Yep. And that's the railroad tracks, and then all the redstone items that you make to build stuff is on this wall pretty much. And so that keeps it convenient. And then over here is all our higher dollar, high value golds, iron, diamonds, and redstone. And there's the bottom chest fills up first, and then the top chest, and it goes down. It holds quite a bit, and here's some gold nuggets. You know, we get a lot of those from the gold farm. Like I said, all this comes in here is sorted automatically from that farm, so I don't have to transfer it. And we've got, this is when I die, I come to that bed, and then I come over here, pop some new armor on and a sword, and go get my stuff. And let's see. Got a pretty roof. I love this design. The guy that made it was a perfectionist. Uses a lot of materials, but well worth it in the long run. Being in survival like this, it takes a while to add it all up. Then I got this boat dock. Push the button, jump in the boat. The only thing I don't like is how it faces every time, but you can't change that. And we're going to go on out here a little bit, and it's a water temple. We are in the process of, we've got the water temple taken out. It's all walled out. Water has been removed, and we've got them dropping. And then the original way we were going to kill the guardians, excuse me, didn't work out. So we're in the middle of redoing that now. We're going to funnel them all into one place and then have them drop through lava, I think is what Doc is doing. He's the other guy that plays on this server a lot with me. I also have my son and his friend that play too. They're on the other end of the world though. So we've got fence gates midair with water on top of them, and they fall through to the bottom. And the bottom is quite far. So this is the first floor we come to, is the one that we're going to funnel everything into one area so that we can send them down. As you can see, we had railroad tracks at different, but we're going to pick all that up. Now we got a bunch of guardians down there, and if you pay attention you might see one or two fall. And then I'm not going down there because there's no sense in fighting them in a tutorial. The boathouse up here, and then we've got materials. This one here uses a push plate because there's no rabbits to keep making the boats pop out. The other one I had to put a button down. Otherwise it was going to keep stacking boats up. So now you can see the iron golem way up there in the distance, and underneath it is the infinite breeder and iron golem farm, and then your Viva La Vegas gold farm. And it's a pretty good view of the boathouse and big old storage. The old warehouse is what we call it, and then all the farms and the horse stable on the right. I thought it was a pretty neat looking town, so I thought I'd try my luck at making a tutorial and see how y'all like it. Leave any comments, or hit the like button and all that stuff that everybody always tries to get you to do. This is, like I said, is my first video, and hopefully I'll get better at the editing. Thank you very much.